What's up? What it do, peoples? It's your boy, Des Money. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode on my channel. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I always get so much encouragement from you guys watching the videos and you guys liking and commenting and subscribing. It's just it feels so good to know that when you're putting stuff out there that people are actually enjoying it. This series I am super excited about. I brought a friend with me. He's called the Hulk. He's my little twin. But, he's here, just to push away the bad guys. He's going to protect me while I'm up here talking and probably making some people mad because I'm good at that. So this is the start of a series that I've been wanting to do here lately, and I'm super excited about it. This is the Do Something series. SMTG is short for something. But this is the whole series, and this is what I'm going to be talking about in a couple videos, and this will be the first one of that. So what is the Do Something series? So I started thinking about this word or phrase I was listening to a book on Audible. I was listening to The Traveler's Gift, and then I listened to The Traveler's Summit, both by Andy Andrews, which are phenomenal books. I think everybody should listen or read these books because they're so good. I enjoyed them so much. But the main focus, especially of the Traveler Summit Part 2 in the series, was about doing something. Humanity had gotten to a point where people had just gotten to a place where they weren't doing things, and not just like physically, but people weren't stepping up and getting things done. People weren't standing up for other people, or standing up for what they believe in. A lot of different things, and so the whole thing, the point was moving from thought to action, of actually doing something rather than doing nothing. And so I got super excited when I heard this because I had already been thinking about trying to do a new YouTube series or whatnot, and this just came across, and I was like, man, this is so powerful. It's such a simple concept, but it's so powerful, and I just really wanted to do a series on it. So I got super excited, and I made like a new intro video and all this stuff and a new logo for it because I'm just super excited about it. And there might be some other things that come out of this if this blows up or pops off the way I want it to. But basically, Do Something is just gonna be a series of different things. I have some different topics I'm gonna talk about. One of them being how do we get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and another one would be about decision making and just different things that I want to talk about. But this one is just kind of the intro to what is Do Something. And so what does that mean? Something is actually shortened for a reason. I didn't spell it out. It's shortened for a reason because something, the SMTG, is an acronym, and it stands for something that I made up. And yes, it's mine. I'm pretty excited about that. Intellectual property, so nobody try to steal this from me. But so the S stands for smile. And it's so simple. Smiling is such a simple thing, but it's something that we miss out on a lot. I think even me, like I walk around campus and a lot of people tell me that I look mean because like I just have my headphones in and I'm just like walking and I'm just looking. But smiling really affects how you feel. Even when you feel bad, you can force yourself to feel better. And you can do some things and trick your brain. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, but you need to smile. Smiling more just will increase your happiness and how you feel. The M in something is to move. Now, this is the physical part. I think that every single person, and I don't care how you feel about this, there is no evidence that shows being stagnant is okay. You need to move your body. You need to get out. You need to do something. You need to work out, go on a hike, go kayaking, get outside, go for a walk your dog, do something, you need to move physically. And that is a part of this whole Do Something series, is about moving physically. While the whole thing is not about physicality, but a part of it is because it's very important for you to get out and to move yourself. All right, the T in it is to think. One of the greatest coaches of all time, he was the coach for the North Carolina State Wolfpack, Jimmy Valvano. It's an amazing coach. If you haven't heard his story, you need to look up Jimmy V. And I think it was the 1985 North Carolina Wolfpack. And it is a phenomenal story. It's incredible what happens and how they traverse their seasons, and the road that Jimmy V had to traverse in his life, especially with him getting cancer. It is just a incredible story of a life well lived. Jimmy V was a very passionate person, and he said that every day we need to spend time in thought. You need to think. You don't need to just be moving through life and just going and just doing your same habits all the time. Sometimes we need to just stop and think about, what is our next step? What is the next thing I'm going to do? Set some goals. You need to just spend time and thought away from other people, just yourself, and just think about what you're doing. What am I going to do in life? What are my next steps? Where am I going? Who are my friends? Is this benefiting me? Am I benefiting them? What is going on in my life? We need to stop and slow down that everyday just hustle of life and just going through the motions and doing the same thing over and over and over again. We need to stop and just think about what we're doing and where we're going. The last thing of the Do Something and the Something acronym is to grow. We have to grow. It is imperative for us to grow in our life, because if you don't grow, people will outgrow you and they will keep growing, and you're just going to sit there and you're going to be stagnant. We have to grow if we want to be productive. We have to. This is not physical. This is not what I'm talking about. That's the move part. This is growing your mind. Listening, reading books, mental health. Getting out and taking care of yourself mentally. Trying to understand why you do things certain ways, your habits, understanding your habits and trying to change your negative habits and trying to support your positive habits and to create new habits. You have to grow. It is so important. And so that is the basis of the Do Something series. It is to smile, move, think, and grow. I think those 4 things encompass a massive amount of things. There's so many other branches and things I could have talked about, but I think those 4 things encompass so much that they just are a good foundation for this series and to doing something. I think that a big part of this series will be dealing with this. People think that, I just care about physical and I need to, I've had this conversation on my Instagram, and I could be a little aggressive sometimes. But it's not just about the physical. We have to learn to beat our brains, because our brains are designed, to protect us. But I was listening to a Mel Robbins video the other day, and she was talking about how, say you're sitting in a meeting, and in that meeting, something, you have a thought or something you want to talk about, and you go to say it, but then you hesitate. Your brain fires on. It's like, whoa, what's going on? He didn't hesitate when he put his shirt on this morning. He didn't hesitate when he went to grab, a banana before he left out of the house. He didn't hesitate when he went to brush his teeth, but now he's hesitating. What's wrong? And so our brain, anytime, we hesitate to do something, whereas that's stepping out and doing a goal, stepping out and going to the gym, or whatever it is, stepping out on faith and, buying that house, applying for that job, talking to that girl or boy, whatever it is. When you hesitate, your brain is like, whoa, what's going on? We've done so many things today and he didn't hesitate. Now something's wrong. And so your brain fires on and is like, nope, we got to protect him, make it look really scary, and let's back off from it. So in those situations, we have to learn to beat our brain, because our brain in reality is trying to protect us, but by trying to protect us too much, it can hurt us. So there's this concept of metacognition, and I want to read the actual definition of that. And it is the awareness and understanding of one's own thought processes. And there's like all these, different scientific evidence and theories and stuff that can back up that once you become more aware and you understand your own thoughts rather than just letting the habit cycle run, when you start to interrupt that cycle and you become aware of your thoughts and your thought processes, then you can, if you are aware of them, you can learn how to beat them. And you can learn how to, when you beat them, you can become a better person, a better individual. You will grow. So just like when, you're like, oh, I don't feel like smiling. I don't feel like, waving at anybody today. I'm just going to walk with my head down, not say anything to anybody, because you're in a bad mood. You can say, okay, I'm in a bad mood. I don't like it. I want to be happy. Let me make myself happy. I will smile at people. I will laugh at jokes. I will do whatever it is. And as you start to do that, you will feel yourself starting to become more happy. And that is you tricking your brain. And when it comes to moving, when you don't want to move, you don't want to get out there, you don't want to do anything, tell your brain, this is going to be great. The other day, I've been doing this lately. I tell myself, today's going to be a great day every time something bad happens. And so this happened to me like 4 times. My toothpaste will fall off of the toothbrush. And like, it's early in the morning, the first thing I do. So I'm like, today's going to be a great day, because I want to beat the notion that, we automatically assume when something bad happens, we're like, oh man, it's going to be a bad day. I already feel it. And it doesn't have to be that way. It becomes a bad day because we decide that it's a bad day. So many good things happen every single day. But when a few bad things happen, it's just a horrible day. It's going to be a bad day. It doesn't have to be that way. You can trick your brain. You can make yourself think today's going to be a great day. And when you become more appreciative and you show that gratitude, you're going to feel better physically, mentally, and emotionally, and it will in fact be a great day. So this is the start of the Do Something series. I'm so excited for the next episode of getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. That is going to be one of my favorite things to talk about. But thank you guys so much for watching my YouTube videos. Again, please like and subscribe, because I want to keep doing this stuff, and I would love to just grow the audience and be able to keep doing episodes like this, because this is what I like to do. Eventually, I hope to move out into some podcasts and stuff and bring somebody else on, and we can have those conversations back and forth, so you don't have to listen to me talk all the time. But that is basically it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm so glad that you tuned in. Have a great day. Love you much.